Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, my friend and lecturer. In this opportunity, I would like to tell you a bit story, and then some interesting fact that we will explore through this presentation. Okay, next. So in this presentation, we would explore about the Palembang itself, but we can explore it from the perspective of cultural heritage, and then from the religious perspective. So Palembang is known as the oldest city, not only in Indonesia. Palembang is the oldest amongst the Southeast Asia. So you can imagine how old Palembang is. It is exactly starting from. It is written that started from 7th century, which is in that time Palembang is still Sriwijaya Kingdom. Sriwijaya Kingdom was the center of Buddhism after Sriwijaya Kingdom, which is at the end of 13th century. Majapahit taken over Palembang, but it is not that long because the Palembang itself has begun to having war, having conflict with the Chinese itself, with the Palembangese itself, and then with the Dutch itself. So in this presentation, we would explore how Palembang evolved during Buddhism, Hinduism, and then lastly Islam. Okay, next. So if we talking about Palembang, we couldn't go far from Melayu, Chinese, Arab. That's the major race, major people, major community that exists not just from 199. It is exists from 7th century. But we found that Islam is being the most successful religion in terms of the number of the believer. So as you can see, this is the cultural heritage. In the middle, we can see Great Mosque, also we know as Masjid Agung. This mosque has an age about 300 years old, almost. And then in the left, it is the oldest temple, Chinese temple, that almost 30 years also, 100 years also. It is built during the Sultanate Palembang. So you can imagine when the Sultan controlling over Palembang, which is Islam, but the Chinese also can build their religious side. It is showing that Islam in that time is not prohibited another religion. Okay, next. So this is the first picture, the first painted Palembang places, which is named Keraton Kutogawang. This is the first ever Islamic mosque that has ever been built in Palembang. It is around 150 until 159. It was destroyed by the Dutch at that time. So moving on, we have Keraton Beringin Janggut because the last mosque was destroyed. It is Islam and it at that time built the second mosque, which is located in Keraton Beringin Janggut. In present time, right now, it is the area of Pasar 16. As time passed by, Muslim population has getting bigger and bigger, and this mosque couldn't handle the big number of Muslim population. So, with Islam that time decided to make another big mosque, which is Masjid Agung. Okay, next. As you can see, Masjid Agung was built in the year of 1738. 1738 until 1748. It is 10 years old under the control of Sultan Mahmud Badaruddin I, number one. But as you can see here, the tower, it built almost 10 years later, not during the Sultan Mahmud Badaruddin I, but it is built by his son, Sultan Ahmad Najamuddin. Under the existence of Masjid Agung has experienced 6 major renovation. The first time is when the Dutch almost destroyed the mosque. So they renovated at the years 1800, and then after that, at that time, Great Mosque was not that big like now. So at the 1897, it is getting expansion. We get Great Mosque being expanded, so it is good fill the numbers of Muslim. And then the third one, we add the second floor. As you can see, we added second floor. And then the fourth is the construction of 45-meter tower, which is this tower. It is sponsored by Pertamina at the years of 1970. And then the last final renovation that happening during 2000 until 2023, it is making this mosque can handle more than 20,000 worshipper. Okay, next. Beside the place for Muslim to worship the God, beside the place for Salat, Great Mosque also being the headquarter or markas when the Dutch attacked Palembang at the year of 1947. At the time, Dutch trying to attack Palembang and claim the Palembang, but they failed because many Palembang resist the attack from the Dutch. And at the time, Masjid Agung being the markas. After that, Great Mosque also have the traditional tradition, which is 23 rakaah of Tarawih that has been started almost 300 years ago, since the first day Masjid Agung was never built. Also, Masjid Agung has making the well-known Sheikh, which named Sheikh Abdul Somad Al-Palimbani, which has spreading the Islam far across to Thailand. He is from Palembang. And then also in the modern time, our present time, Masjid Agung is the vital mosque when the Palembang community wanted to help Idul Fitri, Idul Adha. Okay, next. Besides Islam, as I mentioned before, there are 3 major religious sites. The first is Pura Agung. It is for Hinduism, they are located in Bukit. And then Semeru Island for the Buddhist. the tourists not just come from Indonesia, but it is come from Taiwan, China, Singapore, and many other countries. And then the last is the Emmanuel Church. It is built at the year of 1893. So it is almost 200 years. I think we can move on. And then the conclusion is Palembang history. It is rich with various religion, various culture, various belief that we can see today in our building, in our food, in our tradition. So it is showing from the old time until now, Palembang is the place where everyone and everybody can have their place, which is drive our culture to become rich and more various. I think that's all from the presentation. Thank you.